I'm Kyle Tutt, co-founder and CEO of Pinata, and we are the home for NFT media. Who here has created NFTs before? A few of you. Who here have heard of Pinata? Yes, look at that. There was more hands on the second one. I love it. I love it. All right, so my whole kind of underlying idea is that NFTs have a useful lifespan, and it is not necessarily forever. And what we've seen from most of our users and NFT creators is that permanence, they're using permanence to actually represent ownership, but those two things don't actually equal each other. So what we think in the space is that when you're creating an NFT, you should actually say up front how long these NFTs should last, right? You should say that they last 5 years, 1 year, maybe a second. Whatever it is, you actually want to put that into the NFT so that people know. Because we're seeing a lot of friction in the space with the people that are minting and using Pinata for their files, where they don't know how long they're supposed to last, and it's just an assumption that they should last forever. Additionally, not all NFTs are the same, and so there's a difference between something like CryptoPunks and something like Bored Ape Yacht Club, and this is all around the intellectual property, right? So when you are looking at NFTs, what we're seeing in the space is that when you create a CryptoPunk, you actually don't get any of the intellectual property rights. The only thing that you're getting is the ability to have the NFT. However, with something like Bored Ape Yacht Club or Loot or any of those kind of projects, you're getting the intellectual property rights to use that NFT to build your own business, essentially, right? So a CryptoPunk is more like getting a Harry Potter book and having that, whereas a Bored Ape is like being J.K. Rowling, right? You can use that intellectual property to build your own businesses and actually generate revenue and income over time. So those are two huge differences in the space that we've seen. And the biggest thing that we're looking for is that when you are creating an NFT, you need to be able to say up front what you're doing and what the expectations are of that NFT. And those things can just be embedded right into the NFT. You don't have to overthink it too much. Using something like Pinata or actually doing it on chain, you can say, hey, I'm going to create an NFT that lasts for 5 years. You can kind of think of it like a warranty. And I'm going to ensure that it's up, it's stable, it's being served, whether it's an image, video, 3D file, a game, whatever the assets are. You just say, hey, it's going to last for this long. And if you want to take control of it, you can take control of the files or the media underneath at a later time if you actually want them to exist for a long time. Another way I like to think about it is I wrote a blog called Who's Responsible for NFT Data? And in it I posed the question, is Da Vinci responsible for the Mona Lisa today? And the answer to that is obviously no. The Louvre Museum is the one that is taking care of that NFT. So if NFTs are important enough to live on forever, people will take control of that media, they will take control of that content, and they will make sure that it exists for a long time. So all you have to do is use something like Pinata using IPFS. You can actually transfer the ownership or the responsibility of that media and that data through what's called a content identifier or a CID. Little technical, but when you upload content to Pinata, you get a CID and you can transfer that responsibility to other people. So basically all I wanted to come up here and talk about is just all you have to do is say, hey, this is how long they're going to last for. This is what you need to do with them. And there's a conversation out there on Twitter where it's like permanence is the most important thing, but that doesn't actually create value. So don't conflate ownership and licensing rights with permanence or value. They're very, very different things, and Twitter kind of gets it mixed up. So I have 30 seconds here. Basically, just check out pinata.cloud. If you're creating an NFT, upload your content, your media, your 3D assets, or full applications to Pinata, and I appreciate the time. Thank you.